me hearties, and welcome to DreadFleet Desert Island Race. Okay, now we've got that out of the way, I am going today to be, during our maths activity, doing something slightly different. And it's all to do with length, a little bit of conversion as well, and a little bit of game play, and maybe it might involve you at the end making your own game. So, I'm going to be player 1. This is player 2. Come to the camera, player 2. There we go. Now, we are going to be playing this game called DreadFleet, and it's called Desert Island Race. Or not Desert Island Race, just Island Race. Let me show you what the game board looks like. Right, guys. So, here is the playing surface, the board game, if you will. Beautiful, isn't it? And that's the sea that we're going to be playing in. And basically, that's going to be not my ship, but that will be my opponent, Momoko's ship. And that is my ship there. Now, that's called the Reaver. That's called the Sigmar. Strange name, isn't it? And then here we have the island. I think I originally called it a desert island. It's not really a desert island, is it? It's more like a fortress island of some sort. Then we've got 2 monsters either side, one in green and one in red. Okay? Now, one of the things I do when I've played these games before, I often think, actually, what would be the real size of these different objects, if you like, these different playing pieces. So, what I want to know is... Okay, guys, so, you know what I want to know. I want to know the actual size of these monsters and of these ships, if they were around in the real world. So if I was to go to the sea, and I was to see them actually on our oceans, in our seas, what would their actual size be in meters? Now, you're going to need the scale. The scale is going to be 1 millimeter of length on a game model. 1 millimeter is equal to 10 meters in the real world. 1 millimeter equals 10 meters in the real world. So can you work out the lengths of all of the monsters and the ships? So this is the Sigmar, and it has a length in centimeters of 8 centimeters. This is the Reaver, and it has a length of 11 centimeters. This is the Hydra, and it has a length of 4 centimeters. This is the Serpent, and it has a length of 4 centimeters as well. So, you've worked out the lengths of the ships and the monsters involved in the game. Now, what about this playing area? Okay, so the length is 150 centimeters, and the width is 1 meter. Can you please work out what the actual length and width would be? And if you want to be really adventurous, can you work out what the area would be? And which unit would be best to use? Because I'm thinking probably kilometers, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Because remember, I'm trying to imagine what this would be like in actual life. What would the size of this sea be if I was to be able to swim in it? Not that I want to, given some of the things that are inside it. Okay. Okay, guys, so now you've worked out all of the lengths and even maybe the areas. What I'm going to do now is my partner and I, as in the person who's playing the game with me, we are going to receive 1 ship each. So I am going to receive the Sigmar, and she is going to receive or have as her ship the Reaver. Now, the idea is to get from where we are to the island as quickly as possible. However, we also receive 1 monster each. So I receive not the Serpent, I receive the Hydra, the red one, and she receives the Serpent. Now, she gets to move both her Reaver and her monster, okay, and I get to move both my ship and also my monster. Now, my monster is supposed to try and get to her ship before her ship gets to the island. Likewise, my ship needs to get to the island before the monster gets me. So it's all about manoeuvring, and it's a race to get there. Okay, the rules are as follows. 3 dice. Okay, we have 3 dice to roll for our ships. And each of those dice represents the number of centimetres. So, for example, if I roll these, okay, for my ship, hold on, let me see, what is that? Got a 5, a 3, and a 3. Add them together, that would be 11. So that would be 11 centimetres. Now, I want to be able to work that out in metres as well, okay, because it obviously helps me, or kilometres actually. I want to know how many metres or kilometres I'm able to move each turn. Now, that's 3 dice for this ship and this ship. Now, for the monsters, they get to only roll a single red dice, like so, okay? So they can move. Now, they can move then any direction in a straight line, and we're going to use the ruler to measure that. So, what I would like you to do now is work out the maximum distance that, and that's in kilometres or metres, that each of the ships can move, and the maximum distance that one of the monsters can move, okay? What is the maximum distance in metres and kilometres? Remember. Okay, Momoko is going to example one of the goes that she's going to take, but one thing she is allowed to do is, once she's rolled her dice, she can make one turn up to 90 degrees, okay? It's entirely up to her, so she can turn left or right, and she can move in any direction that distance. Okay, off you go, Momoko. Roll your dice. What did you get, Momoko? 9. Okay, so Momoko, can you decide which direction you want your ship to go in? Off you go. Alright. 9 centimetres. Okay. I wonder what that is in actual metres or kilometres. Okay. So you've gone from the front of it. 9 centimetres. That's not very far, is it? Right, now, you can... it's my turn. I would then roll for my actual Sigmar ship. And then Momoko would roll for her monster. And then I would roll for my monster as well, okay? And we would take it in those turns. So, I'm going to now very quickly roll for my... Here we go. I'm going to roll this. I'm going to ask Momoko to move it for me. Actually, ooh, so what's that? What have I got? I've got 6, 4, 13. Okay, so I'm going to place my ship. And I'm going to go in a direct line because I want to go. And Momoko, I'm going to ask you please just to move it. Can you move it 13 centimetres? Thank you very much. Okay, straight ahead from... Yeah. Straight from the front, thank you. 13 centimetres, off you go. Excellent, fantastic. Right, okay, I want to get the island as fast as possible. Now, we would roll 1 dice each for our monster. Off you go, Momoko, roll for your monster, which is this one here, the green one, the serpent. 4, do you want to move it? It's got to try and get to my ship. Okay, there you go. Oh, nope, she's walking around, trying to find a... Go on, off you go. There she is. And sorry, it's a bit blurry, the camera, unfortunately. But you can see what she's going to do, and I wonder what distance that would actually be in metres and kilometres if this was the actual sea. Okay, and she's moving it towards it. Okay, and then likewise, I would carry on, and I would then roll for my monster. Okay.
Well, hello, and welcome back, my pirate brethren. Okay, so, you know how the game works. That's DreadFleet. Now, what I want you to do is, there are 3 challenges after this video. Those 3 challenges include one challenge which is about the game that we actually played, Momoko, Sailor Momoko and I, and the number of turns that we took, and the distances, and that is the first challenge. The second challenge is to do with a total distance that was played in another game of DreadFleet Island Race, that we also played. But this challenge, you have to work out the different move distances that we would have taken each turn, or I took each turn because I won the game, and the possible dice rolls. But I'll let you read it. And the final challenge is to design your own ship and your own monster. Okay, and then basically based on that, you need to include the lengths, the actual scale length, so in centimetres and millimetres, and then the actual lengths they would be in real life. Now, you don't have to do all 3. You can choose whichever one you want to do. It's entirely up to you. You make that decision, you decide. When you've finished, can you please take a photograph of your final work, and can you add it along with the other work that you've done previously, so those questions you've answered, to the slideshow assignment that you have. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to actually play your own game of DreadFleet, or you want to video yourself playing a version that you've made, then please send it to us, because it'd be wonderful to see. That is DreadFleet Desert or Desert Island Race. Okay, have a good day. Bye now.